Hello Internet people, happy Friday and welcome to Friday Sews. It is my first Friday Sews since June, so it's been about 6 months. It's January. Happy New Year. I hope you've had a great last 6 months. I've been totally MIA, so today let's catch up. I'll tell you what I've been up to, life related, then sewing related, and then my upcoming plans that are sewing related. So let's start with the last 6 months. If you're not interested in hearing this long and probably boring story, then go ahead and fast forward to the sewing stuff. There'll be the chapters and the scroll bar, so just watch what you want to watch and leave the rest. So life. I last saw you in June when I made that cat sling. You might remember that cute little cat sling that I made, and I had lost my Sojo. I hadn't really been sewing much, and that was where you left me. At the end of June, we managed to finally find a new place to live. You may notice I'm in a different place than where you left me. So yes, we moved. We spent all of July packing. It took forever to pack everything. I don't know if you've noticed, or maybe it's just me, but it seems like the longer you live in a place, the longer it takes to move out of it. I felt like everything I owned was like cemented into the house or something. I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, we spent all of July packing and getting ready to move. And then we finally moved to a place where I have my very own sewing room. That is exciting, exciting news. So I spent August planning my sewing room, buying new furniture, mostly IKEA, planning out a giant cutting table because cutting, it was the bane of my existence in our last place. You may remember the little counter I would cut on, or, sew up in the little loft. But yeah, now I have my very own room. So I wanted to make it functional and wonderful. And so I spent a lot of time planning furniture and buying furniture and putting together IKEA in August. And so that was August. In September, we continued to unpack our house and went to go visit my parents who don't live very close by. So we went to spend a week with them. That was nice. I hadn't seen them since the previous November. And then a few days after we got home, I sprained my ankle and my dad went to the hospital for 6 weeks. He spent 6 weeks in the hospital. He has heart failure and kidney failure. And so he does tend to go in and out of the hospital for like fluid retention stuff. If you know anyone with heart failure, you'll probably know about that. But this time he had a cardiac arrest. And that was terrifying and scary. And so he ended up spending 3 weeks in the hospital and 3 weeks in a skilled nursing facility. So not quite 6 weeks in the hospital, it was 3 and 3, but anyways, I digress. So that was a lot. That was really scary. That took up a lot of my mental energy. Everything just stopped in the sewing room. There was no sewing. I'm the oldest sibling, and so I spent so much time in September and October, just like on the phone. I feel like I spent 2 months on the phone, catching up my sisters, making sure everybody was on the same page, making sure everyone had all the like newest information. My other sister was in charge of talking to the doctors. So then I would, relay the information. And then I made sure to call my mom every day because she was by herself. And so anyways, so September and October were a lot, and I didn't really have much bandwidth for literally anything. And then he got home at the end of October, and then it was Thanksgiving, and we spent a week in November visiting, and then a week in December visiting, and it was Christmas and all the Christmas stuff, and now it's January, and here we are, it's 2023. So that's kind of the recap of the last 6 months. Basically, I didn't really sew anything. I sewed one thing, and that brings up my total for all of the sewing in 2022. I think I literally sewed like maybe 5 things. 4 or 5 things. I didn't even count. It's just, I don't know what happened. 2022 was weird, and the last 6 months have been extra weird. So anyways, I did sew one thing in October, end of October. I'll tell you about that. So anyways, here we are. It's time. It's a new year. It's time to reclaim the things that bring me joy. Things have calmed down a little bit. My dad is home. He's doing okay. He's still kind of recovering, but we had a nice holidays together. It was the first holiday that the whole family had been together since COVID, since 2019. So that was really nice. So we spent a lot of quality time with them, basically a week out of every month for the last 4 months. So yeah, now I'm in a new home and it's time to reclaim, like I said, the things that bring me joy, and that is sewing. I want to finish my sewing room. It's more or less done. I have like all the furniture I want. I just need to like put things on the walls and stuff like that and just kind of finalize a few things. So hopefully I'll get to show you a nice tour of my new sewing room pretty soon, but I'm not going to show you yet because it's just like really boring white walls. And yeah, I also need to figure out how to film in this room because you can see these fun little shadows going on. So yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the one thing that I did sew. In the end of October, coincidentally, right when my dad got home from the hospital, I sewed one thing. So obviously the stress had lifted. Anyways, yeah, so what did I do? So the original plan was to do Vlogtober. So I had planned out Vlogtober. Obviously those plans got interrupted by life. So I had made a fall fabric haul and I had planned a cute Halloween inspired project. So that is what I did do. Let me show you. I made a True Bias toaster sweater out of this bat fabric for Halloween. And I got this fabric from Raspberry Creek Fabrics and I had never ordered from them before, but I'm impressed. It's pretty good quality. Feels like kind of thickish. It's not, well, basically it's not too thin. And I really like the bat print. And so yeah, I made this True Bias toaster sweater. It's version 1. And I made another version in 2020 at some point. And so this time I wanted to do a couple alterations and see if I can get the fit to be better. So I did a broad shoulder adjustment and a forward shoulder adjustment, and I lengthened it a little bit. This was my original one, you might remember. So this one I just made as is. But let me actually show you these side by side on, and so you can see what those alterations, how those alterations changed the pattern and the fit. So I think that those alterations were actually a good change. I think they improved the fit. I like the way it looks now. The only thing I have to figure out is when I did the forward shoulder adjustment, I also rotated the sleeve cap, and then it causes like this bunching right here that you can see. And so I don't know if maybe I shouldn't have rotated the sleeve cap, or maybe I did too much. Something went awry there, so I have to like work on that. But I like the length, and I think the broad shoulder was a good choice. So that is the one and only thing that I have sewn in all of this time. So then that leads to the next thing, which is, what am I going to be sewing? Well, I've actually started a sewing project. I started this one at the beginning of November thinking I was going to wear it at Thanksgiving, did not finish it, then decided I should wear it for Christmas, did not finish it, and now we are still attempting to finish it now. And it is the True Bias Roscoe blouse, this one here. And let me show you the fabric. I'm gonna make it out of this crinkle rayon. Isn't that pretty? This is from Stylemaker Fabrics. This was part of my fall fabric haul that never got filmed. It's gonna be really nice. This is as far as I've gotten. I've just done kind of the front neck. I did do a test muslin, and I decided to, what did I decide to do? Gosh, it's been so long. I think it was obviously a broad shoulder adjustment. Yes, broad shoulder adjustment. So we'll see how that looks. So this is my current project. Let me actually show you my fall fabric haul now that it's winter and everyone's probably thinking about spring. Let me show you what I did get. I made an order with Stylemaker Fabrics. I got that crinkle rayon, and then I got, hold on. Oh, here's the box. I got this sweater knit And I can't remember a detail about these, so I'll put a link to all of them below. They're all from Stylemaker Fabrics. Actually, that's not true. I have one other one from Raspberry Creek Fabrics. So anyways, I got this sweater knit. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I think it's really pretty. I like the texture in it. I did actually just get this black sweater fleece. This is from Raspberry Creek Fabrics that I bought when I bought the bat fabric. That I was gonna do, like, it was fairly inexpensive, so what was I gonna do with it? Gosh, I can't remember anything, you guys. It's just all out of my brain. I was gonna do something with it. And then I got this sweater knit, this kind of gray sweater knit from Stylemaker. This, I was gonna do a cropped Marlowe sweater, but then I decided to do a named Talviki sweater out of it because I bought this boucle for the Talviki sweater, navy blue, and it's way too thick. It's definitely more of like a jacket weight, I think. So I decided something else will become of the boucle, and I'll make the Talviki sweater out of this. So actually, I kind of want to do that next. I do want to make like a test one out of a less expensive fabric, and I do have some, I don't know, I think I have some French terry that's like really old and kind of cheap. So I think I might do a test fit out of that and then make this into the Talviki sweater. And then this will be something else that I don't know what. If you have any good ideas, it's actually technically reversible. So the other side, it almost looks kind of like boiled wool. And then this side is the textured side. Anyways, if you have any ideas for this kind of fabric, I've actually never sewn with it. So let me know if there's any cool patterns. That's all that's been going on in my world. Some exciting things, some not so exciting things, a lot of changes, a lot of uncertainty and upheaval. But yeah, I'm excited for 2023 and to really just get back into sewing and enjoy this new room that I have. I can't wait to show it to you. What have you been up to in the last 6 months? Give me like the highlight. Life related, sewing related, anything related. And I'm really out of practice with this whole filming thing. So hopefully this video comes out okay. Hopefully it wasn't too weird and rambly and awkward. But yeah, so I hope you have a good weekend and I'll talk to you soon.